Dear students, welcome everybody to my class. How are you? I hope that you all are well at home. I am also well by the grace of Allah. I am MM Bilal Hussain, Assistant Teacher, Raghunathpur Secondary School, Dumuria Khulna. Today, I will take an English second paper class for the student of class 9. I will deal with completing sentence. Okay? The question is set at 7th number. In this question, a part of a sentence is given, like it is high time, and the rest part of the sentence is written by you. Remember that you must write the rest part of the sentence following the rules of grammar. It means that your sentence must be grammatically correct and also semantically correct. Suppose follow the first example. It is high time. In Bangla we can say এখনই উপযুক্ত সময়. Keeping relation with this part, you will have to bring a new part. এখনই উপযুক্ত সময় কি করার? আমাদের মনোযোগ সহকারে পড়াশোনা করার. Grammar says that the next clause of it is high time must be in past indefinite tense. So, according to the structure of past indefinite tense, we will have to write subject plus past participle form of verb plus object extension etc. So, as answer we can write it is high time we studied attentively. The part you have written must be underlined. Okay? Let's go to another example. It was high time. It was high time in Bangla তখনই ছিল উপযুক্ত সময়. Keeping relation with this meaning, you will have to write the rest part of the sentence. What can we say? তখনই উপযুক্ত সময় ছিল আমাদের মনোযোগ সহকারে পড়াশোনা করার. The same example. But grammar says that the next clause of it was high time must be in past perfect tense. And according to the structure of past perfect tense, at first we will have to write a subject, then auxiliary verb head, then past participle form of verb is studied, then object extension etc. So the answer may be it was high time we had studied attentively. Okay? Let's go to another example. Let's write it you read news paper. If you read newspaper, what will happen? যদি তুমি খবরের কাগজ পড়ো তুমি অনেক কিছু জানতে পারবে. In Bangla we can say this way. Our grammar says if the clause attached with if is in present indefinite tense, the structure of next clause will be subject plus shall or will or can plus present form of verb plus object extension etc. So we can say if you read newspaper you can learn many things. Subject here, subject is you, and according to grammar you will have to write shall, will or can. Here we can write can Then the base form of verb, that is learn অনেক কিছু, that is many things. So the answer is, if you read newspaper, you can learn many things. Obviously, the part I have written must be underlined. This is called first condition. So the rule of first condition is, if the clause attached with if is in present indefinite tense, the structure of next clause will be subject plus shall or will or can plus be on or present form of verb plus object extension, etc. Let me write another example. Number 4. If I were a king, what will happen? If I were a king, যদি আমি রাজা হতাম, আমি গরিবদেরকে সাহায্য করতাম। I can say this way. Grammar says that if the clause attached with if is in past indefinite tense, the structure of next clause will be subject plus would or could plus present form of verb plus object extension, etc. যদি আমি রাজা হতাম, আমি গরিবদের সাহায্য করতাম। In this example, as subject we can write I. Then would or could. Here I can write would. Also I can say could. Then present form of verb, that is help. Object the could. The part you write must be underlined. So the answer is, if I were a king, I would help the poor. Okay. This is called second condition. And the rule of second condition is, if the clause attached with if is past indefinite tense, the structure of next clause will be subject plus would or could plus present form of verb plus object extension, etc. Okay. Let me give you another example. Number 5. If you had studied attentively. If you had studied attentively. In Bangla, যদি তুমি মনোযোগ সহকারে লেখাপড়া করতে, what would happen? You could have passed the exam. তুমি পরীক্ষায় পাস করে যেতে পারতে। We can say this way. So our grammar says, if the clause attached with if is in past perfect tense, the structure of next clause will be subject plus would have or could have plus past participle form of verb plus object or extension, etc. So if you had studied attentively, in Bangla, যদি তুমি মনোযোগ সহকারে পড়াশোনা করতে, তুমি পরীক্ষায় পাস করে যেতে। In this example, subject is you. Then would have or could have, I can write could have. Then V3 of the verb, V3, that means past participle form of the verb, past, that is past. You could have passed the exam. So the answer is, if you had studied attentively, you could have passed the exam. The part you write must be underlined. Remember it. And it is called third condition. So the rule of third condition is, if the clause attached with if is past perfect tense, the structure of next clause will be subject plus would have or could have plus past participle form of verb plus object or extension, or etc. Okay, dear students, no more today. See you again in my next class. I pray to Allah that till then He might keep you safe and sound. Allah Hafiz.